Hey, Brian from Garage Mahal. Today I have a REVOLO Wi-Fi smart lock, and we have a lock already, an electronic lock, and it's a little bit older, so we are upgrading to this one, and we will do the full install. So stay tuned after the unboxing, and we'll show you how to install this. So it comes wrapped in plastic, and let's open it up, see what we get inside. And it is Alexa and Google compatible, so that is always super helpful. Okay, so here is, I guess, the tips. And recommended to use AA lithium batteries for better battery life experience. So, and then it has your little instruction booklet, and it has your template in this little piece right here. So put that off to the side, and let's review this real quick. So this is your quick start guide that you have, and so basically download the app. Use cameras for the QR code, replace your existing lock, calibrate your lock to be done, as your quick start QR code that you scan. And it goes through, a bunch of different things. So definitely read through the entire manual and get yourself familiar with this so you know exactly what you got to get done for the install. And so that's pretty thorough. And then it has your template 01. So I guess that is going to determine your offset. So you have a 2 3/4 bracket set and 2 3/8 bracket set. So you'll be able to determine that at your door when you look at it. So this looks like let's see what part of the mechanism this actually is. So that is your outside look, and it's got like a cool little gasket on it. It has your electronic piece here, and it has your tumbler piece here. We'll get more to that after we get towards the install part. And then on this side of the box, it does come with batteries, so that's really cool. So that's 4 AA. And they are the lithium-ion batteries. And then this looks like this is going to be your key set. And then this is going to be all your mounting hardware. Looks like these are your electronic sensors on there. Then that is your door set. And it's pretty easy. Like if you have, this is defaulted to 2 3/8. So it looks like if you have to, you just twist it, and then you set it to 2 3/4. So if you watch it again, you do a quick twist, and then push it in, and that will adjust your offset. Now okay, you gotta like kind of push it a little bit on the harder side to get it out. So in, and then back there. So that's how you adjust those two settings on there. And then this looks like this will be the other side of the lock. So the side will go against the door, and that will give you your manual, or you have your push button that will open that. And then the back comes off this to expose, I guess, the electronics compartment. Wall plate that mounts to the door, and then you slide this up. That's where you put your batteries in. You have a reset button, so obviously be careful when you're opening that up that you don't hit the reset button. So that's pretty much everything. So let's put everything away, and we will go indoors, and we'll set this lock up. So stay tuned. All right. Sitting down on a job, but I guess that is the best way to get into this door. Now, depending on your door, typically you'll have 2 bolts here, a little lock cylinder that goes through, and then like usually a metal tab. Usually you have to pull that metal tab out, and then the lock cylinder will slide out this way, and then you have like the 2 or more bolts that bolt this to the door. Just to kind of give you an idea when you're taking your old lock out, or if this is a new door, I mean, this is the insulation that you're going to be looking at. So let's open this up and start getting the pieces out and getting ready. Now this gives you a kind of a template of like what your offset is going to be, and going around the corner for the door, what you'll exactly need. So just by looking at this has the 2 3/8 offset on it, so you can kind of see how like the light shines through. So that's a pretty helpful thing that you need. Okay, so you take your cylinder, and depending on what size door, so this is the 2 3/8. If it was a 2 3/4, like I said, you had to kind of like twist it and pull out, and it'll snap into that little guide hole. But otherwise, you are just placing that in, and this should line up flush with your door. If not, follow the instructions, but make sure you read through the instructions so you see everything. And then you're going to take the outdoor faceplate of this lock, and you're going to line this up so that's kind of like flat, and you're going to line it up with that little hole at the bottom. So you put the wire underneath. And then you guide that metal piece into the lock. So what's going to happen is it's going to pull through. So you have that piece like right there. And then you're going to have your lock plate. So this side against the door, and what you're going to do is you're going to slide that little electrical connection in through the bottom piece right here. And then you're going to make sure that slot comes through, and then you're going to be looking for your screws. Now you have 2 size screws. I need the longer ones in for this installation, so we're going to line that up. Kind of put that hand tight, and you'll kind of feel it grip. And we're going to line this other side up the same way. Okay, we're going to grab our screwdriver. Set it to tighten. Almost tight all the way. You want to make sure it's kind of lined up straight up and down. We're going to tighten that. Make it snug, so remember, people are going to be using this lock all the time, so you want to make sure it's nice and snug and it's not going to move anywhere on you. Okay, good deal. Alright, so per the instructions, so we have up to this part done. We've pulled that through, that little piece under there. Got the screws in, and next we're going to install the interior part. So this cover does come off, so that's where you put the batteries. And then in the back, that is going to be your electrical connection here. And then again, that slide piece for your lock, you want to make sure that's up and down. So let's connect this wire first. Alright, so on this electrical connection, it's hard to see, but the top is slightly wider than this bottom piece. So when you're putting it in, this is actually going to be the top. So the wider part, you'll see it's kind of like little squares versus little, I don't know, like rectangles. So you're going to line that up. So it only goes in one way. And you are going to line that up and push it, and you'll see these little tabs on either side go into place. So orientation wise, this has a little red dot on it. I don't know if every model is going to have a red dot on it, but it looks like the red wire is more towards this way to give you kind of like an orientation set on that. Okay, and then what you do is you want to squeeze this wire in, pull this casing out a little bit as you push in. And you want to line that up and down so that will sit flush on your door, like that. And then you have another set of screws that we're going to be putting in that's going to hold that lock to the door. Alright, and you're looking for these 4 little black screws, and they are the ones that are going to go in on the side. Okay, so make sure that your plate is on there nice and sturdy. Make sure that your lock is sliding pretty easily. And next we are going to screw in this piece. Let me stand up, get a little more leverage on this. Love this screwdriver. All right. Next, we're going to close the door and make sure that that deadbolt lines up with your existing piece there. So it does. So we are ready to move on to the next part. Okay, so we're going to download the REVOLO app. So if you have a QR scanning feature on your phone, just go into that and pick your Android or your iOS. We're going to pick Android. So we're going to hit install. Okay, so it's installing. We're going to hit open. Okay, so it's going to want you to sign up, since we'll sign up first time. Now I put my email address in, and I asked it to send me a verification code, which I just received. So you take your verification code. I'm just going to copy it, go back into the app, cut and paste. And then I'm going to hit next, and then I'm going to enter a password. I hit done, and then I'm going to basically create. Check off I agree with the REVOLO policy, hit create. So now it's going to bring me to another screen. put that to my password manager. Then I'm going to put my name in. And just follow along. It's a pretty friendly app so far. Okay, so now I'm at the screen, add device. So I'm going to hit add device, and it's going to ask me which version I have. So I have the WFP01. Match it up from the front. And make sure you lock is physically installed. Close your door and rotate the thumb turn to make sure the bolt works normally. And we'll install the batteries. So install the included batteries. Open the cover, and then we're going to install. Flat side goes towards the spring. And then that's installed. And it just made a little beeping noise. So we're going to hit next. So it's going to want you to scan the QR code. You'll say device connection while using this app. So it's connecting through Bluetooth. And I just heard another beep, so it's now connected. Please add door, magnetism, and Wi-Fi. So what we're going to do is we're going to mount the magnet next. And it wanted it basically, so we're going to look across. So it wants it basically, so that's going to be the starting point right there. I'm actually going to make a quick notch with my knife, but you can use like a pencil if you have one handy. So we are going to start. So I got a little knife notch there, and I am going to go 1 inch down to mount the sensor. So I'm also going to just put a little knife notch in there. So now I know where to mount the sensor, and this is your magnetic sensor, and it has a little adhesive back to it. So what we're going to do is we are going to stick this on the door first, right in that little area, and I'm going to put it as close to the edge of the door as possible, because I want it basically about 1 inch away from this. Now this is going to be discovery for me and you, because it is just barely, it's like 1 1/8 inches away. So we'll actually see if this magnet works. And it has a cover on it, and you kind of have to put something magnetic to pull that away. And then this is going to be the mount, so we're going to pull the other piece of the adhesive off. Okay, so that backing was a little bit interesting to get off, and we are going to line this up with the holes. And I think we're pretty close there. Okay, next we're going to put these little wood screws in. Little screw up here. Okay. Put the cover back on. It does have a little notch here at the bottom, so make sure you kind of line that up. Okay. I think we're good there. Alright, so we have the door sensor installed. We're going to unlock the door. We're going to open the door. And please operate the door slowly and at a constant speed. After operation, please keep the current state of the door for at least 6 seconds. Okay, so we're going to hit next. Okay, so close the door. And it may take up to 6 seconds for the door to close. Or lock, rather. So then the door's locked. So let's go to next. So open the door. And this is just during setup, so we'll let it sit open for about 6 seconds. We'll hit next. So it's basically signifying that the door is ajar. So that should be successfully calibrated. Okay, maybe it's waiting for the next step, connect the Wi-Fi. Oh, see. So it's about like 6 seconds, a long 6 seconds. Okay, so we're going to have it connect to the Wi-Fi signal. Now enter my password. Okay, so we're going to go to the next step. So now it's connecting. So it's 100% connected. I'm just going to save this into my biometrics. Okay, so go to next. So it's going to name our lock. So I'm just going to basically name it front door because that's where we're at. I'll hit next, and we're going to add a 4 to 10 digit pin. We're going to add that. Okay, so I entered my pin. I'm going to hit complete. So showing the front door is closed. So now it registers that your door is open. So that's pretty cool. We're going to put the cover back on. And we're going to time that. See how it looks. So it registers that the door closed. So now we're going to wait for the lock to automatically secure. So there. So now it's locked, and it registers that it's locked. So we're good to go. Now we're going to test the keypad on the outside. And I'll be on the outside. So that was my keypad test. So that worked like it was supposed to. So we are all done. I think we're all done. Let me just go through and see if there's any other features that we're missing. With the magnet, sensor. Yeah, I think that's it. Anyway, that was a pretty easy install. And Brian from Garage Mahal with your REVOLO automatic lock, Wi-Fi lock, smart lock. Anyway, be safe out there. So in the app, you can hit this to unlock your door. I'll tell you it's open. So that's open. And we're going to close it. Then you can lock it from this app as well. So it'll tell you that it's secured and locked. Or you can use the keypad. Basically just touch it, and I will enter my code. And then when you're done entering your code, you hit the check mark, and then your door is open. And then we'll close it again. So it automatically locked. And then we'll unlock it one more time, and we'll show you how the keys work. Okay, so now we're open. then you do have, this slides out of the way, and you can use a regular key in here. So, and it, same thing, it will alert you when the key is used or when it gets unlocked. So it's a handy little backup for your door. Okay, you have to add REVOLO to your Alexa app. So go into the app, go to devices, and then you're going to scroll across to all devices, and you'll see whatever you named your device, it'll be listed. So we listed it as front door. So what you do is, after you have this connected to your Wi-Fi, have Alexa discover new devices, and it will go through, and once
starting discovery.
So
this will take a few moments.
So it'll start
Power
discovery.
on your new devices now, and if needed, put them in pairing mode.
So once you get here, so it will pair with it. It'll say that it's ready, and then you have to turn on some settings. So go into this little settings up front, and then unlock by app. So you check that, and then unlock by voice. You also check that, and then it will be ready. So you go, Alexa, open front door.
What's the voice code for front door? Unlocking. Hang on.
And then it unlocks it for you.
I couldn't find any new smart home devices. You can try again, or if you need help connecting, tap help in the device section of the Alexa app.
So anyway, since I already added that, that's why Alexa's looking for it. But now you can do, Alexa, lock front door.
Locking. Hang on.
So
The front door is locked.
it works great. All right, and then if you are looking for your if you want to activate the knock knock feature, basically you click onto this, and it'll bring you into a settings mode. So you go to your settings, and then you can basically go to knock unlock, click there, and then you can set your time, your sensitivity level. You want to turn the app on, and then that feature will work. Now you have to go outside your basically like your geo area. So basically you have to like go to the store and then come back, and then that feature, when it connects to your phone, will automatically turn on. But that's how you set that up, and that's everything.